The judgment of the proud wicked and of the humble righteous, recorded from the King James Version Bible and also from the book of Enoch, starting with Psalm 94:2. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. Look on every one that is proud, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place. AHAYAH, mighty God, shall cut off all the flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Whosoever privily slandered his neighbor, he will I cut off. Him that had an high look and a proud heart will not I suffer. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. An high look and a proud heart and the plowing of the wicked is sin, iniquity. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, says mighty God, AHAYAH of the host. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said AHAYAH, mighty God of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and I shall devour all round about him. For the day of mighty God, AHAYAH of hosts, shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. He that showed strength with his arm, he had scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment do never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth mighty God AHAYAH, and him that serveth him not. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. And moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And I said in my heart, mighty God AHAYAH should judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove the equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Because with lies you have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad, and strengthened the hands of the wicked, that he should not return from his wicked way by promising him life. AHAYAH, mighty God, trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hated. Mighty God AHAYAH judgeth the righteous, and AHAYAH, mighty God, is angry with the wicked every day. O let the wicked of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous, mighty God AHAYAH, trieth the hearts and reins. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate righteous shall be desolate. A little that a righteous man had is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but mighty God AHAYAH upholdeth the righteous. He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor. The wicked borrowed it, and pay it not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands into iniquity. AHAYAH, mighty God, is righteous. He had cut asunder the cords of the wicked. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered forth death. AHAYAH, mighty God, will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. The mouth of the righteous man is a well of life, but violence covered the mouth of the wicked. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh frowardness. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. The wicked desire the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yield fruit. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome, and cometh to shame. Righteousness keepeth him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthroweth the sinner. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. The wicked is driven away in his wickedness, but the righteous had hope in his death. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto mighty God AHAYAH, but he loveth him that followed after righteousness. The heart of the righteous study to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poured out evil things. AHAYAH mighty God is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. The righteous man wisely considered the house of the wicked, but mighty God AHAYAH overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. He that said unto the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. A righteous man falling down before the wicked is as a troubled fountain, and a corrupt spring. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. When the righteous men do rejoice, there is great glory, but when the wicked rise, a man is hidden. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The righteous considered the cause of the poor, but the wicked regarded not to know it. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For AHAYAH mighty God is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold every one that is proud, and abase him. O love AHAYAH, all you his saints. For AHAYAH mighty God preserveth the faithful, and plentifully rewarded the proud doer. Blessed is the man that maketh AHAYAH mighty God his trust, and respected not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Though AHAYAH mighty God be high, yet had he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off. He divided the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smited through the proud. AHAYAH mighty God will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to mighty God AHAYAH. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in AHAYAH mighty God shall be made fat. Hear ye, and give ear, be not proud, for mighty God AHAYAH hath spoken. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. This is the portion of the wicked man with mighty God AHAYAH, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty God AHAYAH. And I break the jaws of the wicked, and pluck it the spoil out of his teeth. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget mighty God AHAYAH. Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. They shall be the portion of it their cup. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of mighty God AHAYAH shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, and to smoke shall they consume away. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the transgressor shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, AHAYAH mighty God shall cut them off. I will early destroy all the wicked off the land, that I may cut off all the wicked doers from the city of mighty God AHAYAH. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape. AHAYAH mighty God preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. An high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. When the wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish. The hope of unjust men perisheth. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to mighty God AHAYAH. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the way of judgment. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with wicked mind? Fret not thyself because of an evil man, neither be thou envious at the wicked. For there shall be no reward to the evil man, the candle of the wicked shall be put out. He that said unto the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. AHAYAH mighty God had broken the staff off the wicked and the scepter of his rulers. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. There is no peace, said AHAYAH mighty God, unto the wicked. There is no peace, said mighty God AHAYAH, to the wicked. And I will utter my judgment against them touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto other gods, and worshipped the works of their own hands. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, None seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it had perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backslidings shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter, that thou hast forsaken AHAYAH mighty God, and that my fear is not in thee, said AHAYAH mighty God of hosts. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that sitteth snares. They set a trap that catcheth men. They are waxen fat. They shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy they do not judge. Behold, a whirlwind of AHAYAH mighty God is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. Behold, the whirlwind of AHAYAH mighty God goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lovers shall go into captivity. Surely then shalt thou be ashamed and confounded for all thy wickedness. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for AHAYAH mighty God had a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, said AHAYAH. Because with lies you have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad, and strengthened the hands of the wicked, that he should not return from his wicked way, by promising him life. For both prophet and priest are profane, yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, said AHAYAH mighty God. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hand of evildoers, that none do return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and all the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall be corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their mighty God AHAYAH shall be strong and do exploits. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he fretted not before mighty God AHAYAH. He feared not before mighty God AHAYAH. There is no man that had power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath the power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. The soul that sinneth it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he had committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness, and commit iniquity, and do it according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness that he had done shall not be mentioned. in his trespass that he had trespassed, and in his sin that he had sinned, in them shall he die. Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he had committed, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Say unto them, As I live, said AHAYAH, mighty God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways. For why will you die, O house of Israel? Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinned. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby. Again, when I say unto the wicked, Thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right. If that wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity, he shall surely live, he shall not die. Or there yet the treasure of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable? Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances, and with the bag of deceitful weights? Yea, ye have plowed wickedness, ye have reaped iniquity, ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings I will drive them out of mine house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolters. AHAYAH, mighty God, is slow to anger, and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. AHAYAH had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Behold, upon the mountains the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace. O Judah, keep thy solemn feast, perform thy vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven, and the fishes of the sea, and the stumbling blocks with the wicked. And I will cut off man from off the land, said AHAYAH, mighty God. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said AHAYAH, mighty God of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet. And yea, ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, said AHAYAH, mighty God of hosts. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom mighty God AHAYAH shall consume with his spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Woe to those who build iniquity and found deceit, for they will quickly be thrown down and will not have peace. Woe to those who build their houses with sin, for from their whole foundations they will be thrown down, and by the sword they shall fall. And those who acquire gold and silver will quickly be destroyed in the judgment. Woe to you, you rich, for you have trusted in your riches. But from your riches you will depart, for you did not remember the Most High YAH in the days of your riches. You have committed blasphemy and iniquity, and already for the days of the outpouring of blood, and for the day of darkness, and for the day of the great judgment. Thus I say and make known to you that he who created you, a high and mighty God, will throw you down, and over your fall there will be no mercy, but your Creator will rejoice at your destruction. Woe to you who pronounce anathema that you cannot remove. Healing will be far from you because of your sin. Woe to you who repay your neighbors with evil, for you will be repaid according to your deeds. Woe to you, you lying witness, and to those who weigh out iniquity, for you will quickly be destroyed. Woe to you, you sinners, because you persecuted the righteous, for you yourselves will be handed over and persecuted, you men of iniquity, and their yoke will be heavy on you. Be hopeful, you righteous, for the sinners will quickly be destroyed before you, and you will have power over them as you desire. Woes to you, you sinners, for your riches make you appear righteous, but your heart prove you to be sinners, and the word will be a testimony against you as a reminder of your evil deeds. Woe to you who devour the finest of the wheat, and drink the best of the water, and trample upon the humble through your power. Woe to you who drink water all the time, for you will quickly be repaid, and will become exhausted and dry, for you have left the spring of life. Woe to you who commit iniquity and deceit and blasphemy, it will be a reminder of evil against you. Woe to you, you powerful, who through powers oppress the righteous, for the day of your destruction will come. Woe to you, you sinners, who are in the middle of the sea or on dry ground, their memory will be harmful to you. Woe to you who acquire silver and gold, but not in righteousness, and say, we have become very rich and have possessions, and have acquired everything that we desired. Woe to you, you fools, for you will be destroyed through your folly, and you do not listen to the wise, and good will not come upon you. And now know that you are ready for the day of destruction, and do not hope that you will live, you sinners, rather you will go and die, for you know no ransom. You are ready for the day of the great judgment, and for the day of distress and great shame for your spirits. Woe to you, you stubborn of heart, who do evil and eat blood. From where do you have good things to eat and drink, and to be satisfied? From all the good things which mighty God AHAYAH, the Most High, has placed in abundance on the earth. Therefore you will not have peace. Woe to you who love deeds of iniquity. Why do you hope for good for yourselves? Know that you will be given into the hand of the righteous, and they will cut your throats and kill you, and will not have mercy on you. Woe to you who rejoice in the distress of the righteous, for graves will not be dug for you. Woe to you who declare the words of the righteous empty, for you will have no hope of life. Woe to you who write lying words and the words of the impious, for they write their lies so that men may hear and continue their folly, and they will not have peace but will die a sudden death. Woe to you who do impious deeds and praise and honor lying words. You will be destroyed and will not have a good life. Woe to you who alter the words of truth, and they distort the eternal law and count themselves as being without sin. They will be trampled underfoot on the ground. Woe to you who extend evil to your neighbors, for you will be killed in Sheol. Woe to you who lay foundations of sin and deceit, and who cause bitterness on the earth, for because of this an end will be made of them. Woe to you who build your houses with the toil of others, and all their building materials are the sticks and stones of sin. I say to you, you will not have peace. Woe to you Woe to those who reject the measure and the eternal inheritance of their fathers, and cause their souls to follow error, for they will not have rest. Woe to those who commit iniquity and help wrong, and kill their neighbors, until the day of the great judgment, for he will throw down your glory. Woe to you, you sinners, when you afflict the righteous on the day of severe trouble and burn them with fire, you will be repaid according to your deeds. Woe to you, you perverse of heart, who watch to devise evil. Fear will come upon you, and there is no one who will help you. Woe to you, you sinners, for an account of the words of your mouth, and for an account of the deeds of your hands, that you have impiously done, you will burn in blazing flames of fire. Woe to you, you sinners, when you die in your sin, and those who are like you say about you, blessed were the sinners, they saw their days. Know that their souls will be made to go down in Sheol. They will be wretched, and their distress will be great. And in darkness, and in chains, and in burning flames, your spirits will come to the great judgment. And the great judgment will last for all generations, forever. Woe to you, for you will not have peace. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. Woe unto them that join house to house. They lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a court rope. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put it darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put it bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Woe to the multitude of many people, which make a noise like the noise of the seas, and to the rushing of nations, that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters. The nations shall rush like the rushing of many waters, but mighty God AHAYAH shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as the chaff of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. Woe to the land shadowing with wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine. Woe to Ariel, the city where David dwelt. Add ye year to year, like them kill sacrifices. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from mighty God AHAYAH, and their works are in the dark. And they say, Who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Woe to the rebellious children, said AHAYAH, mighty God, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek AHAYAH, mighty God. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, What makest thou? Or thy work, he had no hands. Woe unto him that said unto his father, What begettest thou? Or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth? Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said AHAYAH, mighty God. Thus says AHAYAH, mighty God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit, and have not seen anything. Wherefore thus says AHAYAH, mighty God, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it. Therefore thus says AHAYAH, mighty God, woe to the bloody city. I will even make the Poud for fire great. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus says AHAYAH, mighty God, how ye, woe worth the day. For the day is near, even the day of mighty God AHAYAH is near, a cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, thus says AHAYAH, mighty God, and to the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherd feed the flocks? Woe unto them, for they have fled from me, destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. Though they bring up their children, yet will I bereave them, that there shall not be a man left. Yea, woe also to them when I depart from them. Woe unto you that desire the day of mighty God AHAYAH. To what end is it for you? The day of AHAYAH is darkness, and not light. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountains of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Woe to him that covered an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Woe to him that builded a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunkard also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nations of Cherethites. The word of mighty God AHAYAH is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. Woe unto Chorazin, woe unto the Bethsaida, for if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make longer prayers. Therefore you shall receive the greatest damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, you make him twofold more than child of hell than yourselves. Woe unto you, you blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing, but whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. Woe unto you, you scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear to be beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones, and of all uncleanness. Woe unto you, you scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. The Son of Man indeed goeth as it is written of him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Good were it for that man if he had never been born. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for you shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. But woe unto you, Pharisees, for you tithe mint and rue, and all manner of herbs, and pass over judgment, and the love of mighty God AHAYAH. These ought you to have done, and have not to leave the other undone. Woe unto you, Pharisees, for you love the uppermost seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you are as graves which appear not, and the men that walk over them are not aware of them. Woe unto you also, you lawyers, for you laid men with burden grievous to be borne, and ye yourselves touch not the burdens with one of your fingers. Woe unto you, for you build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them. Woe unto you, lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye entered not in yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hindered. Woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of mighty God AHAYAH, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covetous breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of mighty God AHAYAH, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idols, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Thank you for listening.